Brighton or a Bournemouth beat Arsenal and Man City. It doesn't work like that in Portugal. So there is a lot of legitimacy and credibility when fans say this is not Portugal. We're not trying to smear Man U. We're not trying to disrespect Man U. We are just calling it for what it is because there is this hoisting of Amorim is the next Mourinho. When Mourinho went to Chelsea, he will come and do a lot of this. I'm like, nah, the scenario is not the same thing. Now, let's look at the personnel he has to play. There's still Rashford. See, I've been saying it, and now many Man U fans are beginning to welcome back to the present. Let's discuss a bit of Manchester United. I'm sure some of you not like it, but I love football, even I'm an Arsenal fan. But I can have my own little input regarding Manchester United. We saw they just appointed a new manager in Amorim, and we'll be hearing is going to introduce this utopia formation style of 3-4-3, a formation that's supposed to win everything. Really? Before I continue this talk, guys, do that kind of people like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your channel. I'm sure a lot of my fans saying this video don't like it, but come on, let's see. I'm going to make a lot of sense, so just calm down. So please like the video, please subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Now, some of you might not like this because I'm saying Maya still crap. I objectively believe Maya still crap. And this is not necessarily a dig at Ruben Amorim himself. No. It's about the tools he has to work with. See, I heard the optimism and the euphoria regarding Mourinho, Van Gaal, Ragnick, Ole. Now, Ruben. See, as much as the 3-4-3 worked in Portugal, and there are contexts to it working. What are the challenges in Portugal? Right? He was a manager of Sporting CP. Sporting CP, Benfica, Porto, those are the three biggest clubs in Portugal. When it comes to England, the traditional 6 clubs and the other so-called mid-table clubs or lower-table clubs on their day can actually be the big clubs. Does this happen in Portugal? I don't think so. I don't expect Braga to beat Porto as often as you see a Brighton or a Bournemouth beat Arsenal and Man City. It doesn't work like that in Portugal. So there is a lot of legitimacy and credibility when fans say this is not Portugal. We're not trying to smear Man U. We're not trying to disrespect Man U. We are just calling it for what it is because there is this hoisting of Amorim is the next Mourinho. When Mourinho went to Chelsea, he will come and do a lot of this. I'm like, nah, the scenario is not the same thing. Now, let's look at the personnel he has to play. There's still Rashford. See, I've been saying it, and now many Man U fans are beginning to sing the same song. Rashford, at best, is a good player. He is not world class. He's not. Now, has he had a world class season? Yes. The season where he scored a few goals, but he is not world class, meaning mid players, good players can have outstanding seasons sometimes. See, consistency makes you world class. You have to do it season in, season out. Rashford does it one season, he sleeps for 3 seasons. Do it one season. That's not consistency. That's not world class performance in terms of output and performance. Rashford is not. But can Rashford in sporadic games look world class? Absolutely yes. But does he have the consistency to give you across 38 games? No. To give you across 3, 4, 5 seasons? He can't. So he's not world class. But is Rashford a good player? Definitely yes. But until Man U and their faithfuls and their hierarchy, and sometimes the manager recognize this, they will continue to struggle because you are projecting on a player the ability he doesn't have. See, the 3-4-3 system has to work. Has to be tailored to specific kind of players. Do Man U at the moment have the players to flourish in that? No. Now, in the future, can they do that? Yeah, they have the finances. Man U are one of the biggest clubs. We know that. But do they have the finances right now when other clubs can compete and other clubs are where Man U become for their players? Let's see. I'm not saying Ruben will not succeed, but I have my skepticism regarding him succeeding because of the time where there's Arsenal. Even though Man City might be wobbling, I believe Man City will rectify their problems, right? There's Chelsea. The other decent teams. Like I said, this is not Portugal where it was competing against Porto and Benfica. No, like I said, in this league, we saw Brighton beat Man City. We saw Bournemouth beat Man City. We saw Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool. It doesn't happen as often as like that. In Portugal, he doesn't have a Eucharist to run to right now. He has to work with Garnacho, Rashford, Hoyland, who is not looking great. Zexi, who is not looking great. So where is this fake optimism coming from Man U fans? Even though you give it time, which I expect a lot of you give it time, how long before we know the Man U fans will turn on their manager? We've seen it more. We've seen how like it. We've seen it too many times until the key. What's the key problem? Personnel. Even though the last two transfer windows, let's be fair, Man U fans. Let's see Man U fans come in. Let's talk. Do you objectively believe Delete is a world-class defender? He is not. The Butcher, Lisandro Martinez, is a decent defender, but he is not. See, until you guys stop buying average players and projecting them to be world-class players, you will continue in this rubble. You guys are like a pig in a pigsty. You will continue to struggle in the mud. The players you have at the moment are decent players. Now, do they have quality moments here and there? Yeah, see, if your players cannot give you 7 to 8 over 10 in 30 games, in 30 games out of 38, they are not world-class players. These players can only give you 7 over 10 in 2 out of 10 games, most. That's why there's no consistency with Man U. That's why you're struggling. One moment Bruno looks brilliant, next moment looking horrible. Rashford looks brilliant, looking horrible. Lisandro Martinez. So there's too many average and inconsistent players within your squad. So you will continue to have inconsistent performances and get angry because you are expecting consistency from players who cannot give you consistency. That it is what they cannot give you consistency. They are not just good enough. Forget the banter. Forget the rivalry. The Man U players, the squad is not good enough. They are a bunch of average players who can seldomly or sporadically have world-class moments, but they are still average players. Just like world-class players can have average moments. Listen carefully. Just like world-class players can have average moments, average players can have world-class moments. It doesn't change the default quality of both sets of players. So, you might not like this title, but I still think Man U are still crap. They will need a lot of recruitment to get out of this malaise. Just hiring a manager alone is not enough. Ask Pep. He was talking about it. I saw his press conference yesterday, talking about let him get his players back. I've been saying for a long time, managers are not deities. Managers are not transformers. They need quality players to work with. Hence, they go and sign quality players and pay them huge wages. You can't transform very, very average players to world class. It doesn't happen. There is no manager that can transform or transmit a low quality player to a world class player. It does not happen. No matter the formation you create, it does not happen. Hence, you need to buy quality players. And right now, I'm sorry, Man U players are not as quality as the fans are projecting. So, guys, do me a favor, like the video one more time. I don't think my fans will like it, but the objectives of one, that's what I'm talking about. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell one more time. Like the video, subscribe, and let me know your opinions down there. You don't need to insult me, even though you don't like what I'm saying, but debunk what I'm saying with some logic. Debunk the argument with something substantial, and I'll accept if I'm wrong. But insults and hard-hitting attacks will not be welcome. The other thing I will welcome is some rational argument, some rational pushback, and some rational opposing opinions. Then we can have a conversation in the comment section. Like the video more time, subscribe, and all those jazz. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.